Today on MUFC Pulse, we'll dive into some incredibly intriguing news. Man United's inbound winger, and Bruno's verdict on Rashford's return. For more on this story, check out the video. We also have some equally exciting football news coming up, so stay tuned until the end to catch it all. Welcome to MUFC Pulse. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell for more updates. Man United open talks for the winger. Man United have been linked with a move for Crescencio Somerville, who appears to be available this summer following West Ham's relegation to the Championship. A £50 million price tag has been slapped on the Netherlands international for any suitors who want to land him in the coming weeks. There are many clubs interested in Somerville, who scored at the World Cup with the Netherlands in the opening game. And Somerville is attracting interest from several clubs. Manchester United are one of them. The Red Devils are reportedly looking at Somerville as just the right sort of player to bring some fresh creativity and pace to their flanks. Up and down form from several of United's wide forwards last season has led the club's board to make it a top priority to find a player who loves cutting inside from the left channel. With his brilliant skill on the ball and proven eye for goal at the very highest level, the 24-year-old is seen as someone who can give the manager's tactical setup a much more lively attacking edge. However, Manchester United's bid to secure the winger's signature is bound to be anything but straightforward. On top of having to do some serious talking to get West Ham to lower their asking price, United also face stiff competition from a few other European giants who are ready to steal a march on them. The coming weeks will be absolutely massive for the Old Trafford outfit to show how serious they really are, whether they are prepared to cough up that hefty price tag or look at other options instead. Bruno Fernandes' take on Marcus Rashford's return. Marcus Rashford's loan spell at Barcelona has officially come to an end after the Catalan club chose not to trigger the €30 million permanent buy option before the mid-June 2026 deadline. Due to this situation, rules dictate that Rashford must return to Manchester United, his parent club, where he is under contract until 2028. Despite his return to Old Trafford, the 28-year-old forward's future under Michael Carrick remains the subject of heavy speculation. The Red Devils management would prefer to sell Rashford permanently to get his £325,000 a week wages off the books, and they are reluctant to send him out on loan again. Man United have set a £40 million release clause for interested foreign clubs, with a strict condition banning a move to domestic rivals such as Manchester City or Liverpool. Barcelona's failure to sign the player permanently has immediately sparked interest from other European giants, including Bayern Munich and Aston Villa, who are ready to track his performances throughout the 2026 World Cup. Alongside those two clubs, Arsenal are also reportedly ready to meet the £40 million price tag demanded by Man United. For their manager, Mikel Arteta, a fee of £40 million is seen as very reasonable for a player of Marcus Rashford's caliber, who racked up 14 goals and 14 assists across all competitions last season. The Gunners are said to be keeping a close eye on the winger's situation after Barcelona's surprise decision not to take up their permanent buy option. This bold move to hunt for a new forward in the transfer market has been forced upon them as the futures of two of their frontline players look increasingly uncertain at the Emirates Stadium. Rashford's versatility, being able to lead the line as a central striker or drift out to the left wing, would give Mikel Arteta a brand new dimension in attack. The uncertainty clouding Rashford's future at boardroom level has, however, done nothing to dampen the warm welcome he has received from the Old Trafford dressing room. While the club's directors are busy weighing up offers from Arsenal and other European sides, the Manchester United players see the return of their academy graduate as a real breath of fresh air. Under the tactical leadership of Michael Carrick, who is currently building a new foundation, the presence of an experienced player like Rashford is seen as crucial for squad depth, regardless of all the transfer rumors going around in the media. At the moment, Rashford is fully focused on representing England at the 2026 World Cup, where he has just scored a goal in a victory over Croatia. Brought on as a second-half substitute on the left wing by manager Thomas Tuchel to replace Anthony Gordon, Rashford quickly injected new energy into the English attack. Despite his limited time on the pitch, Rashford made a strong impression with an effective display in both attack and defense. In his 18 minutes on the pitch, Rashford had 12 touches, completed 3 successful dribbles, and had 2 touches inside the opposition penalty box. On top of that, the striker also chipped in by winning the ball back twice, showing his positive contribution to the style of play being built by Tuchel. Manchester United are hoping that his performances in this tournament will drive up his market value in the summer transfer window. Marcus Rashford's return to the Manchester United squad has been met with great enthusiasm by the captain, Bruno Fernandes. Bruno expressed his deep happiness, noting that everyone at the club fully understands just how crucial a role and what quality Rashford brings to the pitch. As the team leader, Bruno's main focus is to make sure every player performs at the highest level, and he feels Rashford's presence gives a massive psychological and tactical lift to the Red Devil squad. He made it clear that the whole team is now ready to graft together to deliver the best possible results for their loyal fans. To Bruno, Rashford is not just a great player, but an essential part of the Manchester United family. He understands only too well the tough times the English forward went through in the past. However, as a teammate who has always stood by him, Bruno has total faith that Rashford can weather the storm and come back stronger. Knowing that Manchester United desperately need Rashford at his absolute best to get through a grueling campaign, Bruno assured that everyone in the team is fully committed to getting behind him and helping him find his sharp form and golden touch on the pitch once again. For Bruno, Rashford's return is not just about match tactics, but a moment for the entire team to bounce back together. The supportive stance shown by the captain has now given the Manchester United management and manager Michael Carrick food for thought. Such strong backing from his fellow players could well turn things around, meaning the club might give Rashford a second chance instead of selling him straight away to save money. In the end, Rashford's continued improvement with the England national team at the 2026 World Cup will be the deciding factor in whether he stays at Manchester United or moves on to another club. Jorge Mendes offers Barcelona's midfielder to Man United. Manchester United seem to show no signs of stopping their complete overhaul of their midfield setup under the guidance of their new manager, Michael Carrick. After successfully securing the signature of Ederson from Atalanta and currently actively pursuing West Ham's Bruno Fernandes, the Red Devils camp has reportedly taken their next concrete step. The English Giants are rumored to have made an official inquiry to bring in Barcelona's talented 22-year-old midfielder, Marc Casado, in this transfer window. This aggressive move by the Manchester United management is reportedly thanks to the significant involvement of the well-known Portuguese super agent, Jorge Mendes. Through his major agency, Gestifute, Mendes is known to hold incredible influence in setting up big transfers for top players across European football. Marc Casado himself only officially joined the Gestifute agency in September 2025, and the agent now fully intends to smooth the way for the player's big move to Old Trafford this summer. Marc Casado has also reached an agreement with the club's sporting department to secure his departure from Barcelona this summer. The midfielder has found it difficult to get regular playing time in the first team under Hansi Flick, leading him to ask his agent, Jorge Mendes, to look over the official offers that have come in. Despite showing potential during his first 4 years in the senior squad, he has struggled to convince Flick that he deserves a place in the starting lineup in the current setup. Manchester United's interest in Casado is not without reason, but rather due to very specific tactical needs from their manager. Michael Carrick is reported to want to build a midfield that is much more dynamic, fluid, and at the same time possesses excellent ball control and passing skills across the pitch. Casado, who is a graduate of the famous La Masia Academy, is seen as having the perfect profile to fit the modern style of play that Carrick wants to introduce. On the financial side, Barcelona are reportedly willing to set a price of around £22 million for anyone who wants the services of their promising young midfielder. This figure is considered quite reasonable and well within the safety limits of the Red Devils' spending budget as they rebuild the team. However, the biggest challenge for Manchester United is not a matter of money, but rather how they can personally convince the player to leave his boyhood club. Loyalty and commitment are the main hurdles that the Manchester United management and Jorge Mendes himself must overcome. Marc Casado recently signed a new long-term contract keeping him at the Camp Nou until June 2028. This contract situation puts Barcelona in a strong position, while the player himself seems to still have great ambitions to keep improving and proving his worth with the Catalan Giants. On the other hand, the transfer move to bring in Marc Casado also heavily depends on the ins and outs of players within the Manchester United squad itself. The Red Devils management is reportedly waiting for certainty regarding the future of their defensive midfielder, Manuel Ugarte, before taking things any further. The process of negotiating the departure of the Uruguayan international is now a priority that must be sorted out first to make room for the new arrival. Manuel Ugarte is reported to not be part of the long-term plans being drawn up by Michael Carrick at Old Trafford for the coming seasons. The playing style of Ugarte is considered too purely defensive and not a good fit for the style based on keeping high possession that the manager wants to use. Carrick needs a midfielder who is not just good at winning the ball back, but also clever at controlling the speed of the game and starting attacks from the back. This situation means Manuel Ugarte's departure from Old Trafford seems to be only a matter of time and waiting for the right offer from interested clubs. By letting Ugarte go, Manchester United will not only get extra cash to balance their books, but also significantly reduce the club's wage bill. The empty slot left behind by the Uruguayan midfielder will then be directly intended for Marc Casado. It is George Mendes who will have to work extra hard to convince Casado that the project at Manchester United is the best step for his career. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let us know in the comment your opinion.